executive producer Dick Wolf.
I was just about to say something dick and balls. Jeremy's not here to do the... And Tamiko dropped the ball. Pun intended.
Yay!
This is Welcome to Paradise, Michigan, Genesis, Season 3, Episode 26, Echoes from the Other Side. And, things have been pretty tense, you could say. Rosie is in the mirror world, or rather her spirit
Still
is
dead.
in the mirror world, while her physical body is teetering on the brink, about to fall, hurtle headfirst into the abyss. You could say, if you wanted to wax poetic about it. But while on the other side, managed to find none other than TJ, who had sacrificed himself in a previous iteration to help Jess get out of the mirror world and simultaneously trap Anne in the mirror world. But you're not alone here. There have been other presences in this place. Some that may have been here all along, some that you may have brought with you. Nonetheless, you are in a struggle to figure out what the heck is going on and figure out how to get yourself back to your body. Meanwhile, Anne, as we said, got out and has been talking with Coop, Laz, Oak, and Jess, and they've been sorting through some things and trying to figure some things out. Coop managed to successfully communicate with the other side, making contact with Rosie. No, TJ. Rosie. Yeah, one of them.
Very briefly and muffled.
Yes. Such is the connection between the material plane and the astral plane, if this were D&D. That's probably that's how Oak would explain it.
Oak understands this perfectly.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we finally caught up with where Billy was when he got separated from the group. And Billy was having his head messed with a little bit, going to the big dance. And around the same time that Laz blasted Persephone, that image faltered, and Billy found himself holding onto the dead form of Anne, her throat torn out, as his mother and grandmother showed up in wolf form, telling him to run. And he ran out of the house and into the woods and was hit by a car driven by Carson, the former family valet, his own personal valet. And then things shifted again, and Billy found himself in the halls of Nexus. Darla Stapler, his grandmother, dead at his feet. And none other than Lieutenant Commander Adkins, TJ's dad, trying to get him to surrender. And when he was showing resistance, pulled Nancy, his mother, out, who was bound in silver shackles. And things escalated with Adkins shooting Nancy in the head and trying to shoot Billy.
Things got a little tense when he shot her in the head.
Little problematic when you blatantly murder someone's mom.
Yeah,
tensions kind of crept up when he blew her.
I said he escalated things.
I know. I'm just saying that really, the sentence itself escalated.
Listen. Yeah, I went from he was holding her prisoner to he shot her in the head. Then tried to kill Billy, did not succeed, but Billy very graphically succeeded in killing Adkins.
Do it. Kill him.
With a new high campaign roll as well.
Yes,
Yes,
41,
the
right?
DC.
42.
42.
The versus DC.
Jackie Robinson's number.
Yeah. Billy rolled a 42, a double explosion on the D20 there. After having been rolling very poorly in that session.
That's so true.
So yeah, it was a very decisive victory for Billy, but at what cost? Which now leaves us back in the Nexus laboratories. I believe, if memory serves, one of the last things that was mentioned was Anne saying that you all need to get back. You need to find Rosie. You need to find where her body is and make sure that she's safe. Because if she's going to be able to get out of that other side, the gateway that was and this is worth mentioning as well, not only did the actual jealous mirror that was contained in the upright mirror get destroyed when Anne came through, but the jealous mirror quantum containment chamber disintegrated. The mirrors literally turned to ash. So the jealous mirror that existed in the Nexus laboratories no longer exists. And that is why Anne believes Rosie's only avenue of escape is to find her body. And we're going to pick up with Oak, Coop, Jessica, Anne, and a suddenly very pensively quiet Laz. Actually, when Anne said that, Laz did take off running, so I guess Jeremy excused himself from the scene. Coop, damn it, I did it already. Oak took off.
Yes!
Take your bingo squares.
Yes!
Damn it. I was looking right at Chad when I said it, too.
Yes.
Oak took off after Laz, but I think Laz is running with the full-legged stride of a 15-year-old skateboarder, and he's single-minded, and I think after a couple turns, all you hear is the receding sound of his sneakers when he just quickly jukes around these corners, and suddenly you're left standing alone, unable to keep up with him as presumably Coop, Anne, and Jessica catch up to Oak. Unless the three of you didn't. I guess that's up to you guys.
No, I think we should catch up. I think Jess would catch up to Oak, and so like we need to get back to Rosie's body. She looks to Anne.
Yeah, wherever she is.
Yeah, so I think with that, Jess is going to start heading in the direction of where they saw Rosie's body.
Yeah, I think after like Oak can kind of collect himself from like running full tilt after Laz, he just starts to kind of explain as best as he can with his like knowledge of it that like, okay, so let's think of it like this. So if the iterations are tied to like the lighthouses and the nexus points, essentially what we want to do is we want to basically create, since the jealous mirror is broken, we're going to need to basically create another doorway. The only way we do that is by creating a space that is like a nexus point for her to be able to find. We've got to create a new beacon so that she can find it.
Coop kind of looks helplessly at Jessica and Do you understand anything he's saying? Because I am not picking it up.
Yeah, I think Jess has like the exact same expression that Coop does, which is just like, and she just kind of shrugs, but then says, "Yeah, totally, Oak."
And it's like
And then
when
yeah,
you're
Coop with the thumbs up.
it's like when you're giving a presentation in class and you've just been going, and then you stop and you look up, and the rest of the classroom is just deadpan, not understanding what you said, but you believe in your heart of hearts that you explained it to the best of your ability. And then there's this deep sigh of resignation being like, I'm the only one in the room who understands what the hell I'm doing. Okay.
He's
Cool.
gaining self-awareness.
Cool.
And just kind of pats you on the head.
Yep.
It's okay. Well, as long as you understand what's going on in that little nerd brain of yours.
Yeah, I do. Okay, so we got to get to her room. And then I'll figure it out once we get there, but we got to get to her room, and then I'll make some adjustments from there. And I try to figure out where in the hell Laz went off to in the, like how do we then circumnavigate to her room in that kind of space?
You know how to get to her room, I'm
know
sure,
how to
because
I've got that.
You're the one who has knowledge of this place.
So
yeah,
two things. One, every time you guys make a turn, you can't help but notice that when you get to an intersection, every once in a while, Anne tries to go the other way. And if it turns right, Anne goes left and kind of stops.
She's been in the mirror.
And she's like, it. After a couple of these turns, she just kind of like, everything's backwards. And two, when you were being led away and misled by Persephone, you took many, many, many turns, and Persephone was using her abilities to obfuscate the path. You actually do not know yet where you are in the Nexus. You have to figure out, you have to navigate your way back to where Rosie's body is.
Okay. I'm gonna look to the left and to the right of me. Are there doors in this hallway to the left and to the right of me?
It's safe to say, unless I state otherwise, there are always green doors with brass handles on the walls.
Can I get a number recall on which one is on the left, which one is on the right? Like if they have numbers or whatever on the doors, like
they've never had numbers on them. They've always had whatever. Okay. They have some weird alphanumeric code and barcodes and whatever. They've never used the numbering system.
It's the alphanumeric codes. Okay.
You can what you can do.
I guess I'm just trying to figure out where we are. Like, do the mall map. You are here.
So what you can do,
I can kind of figure out where we're going to be able to go from there.
Yep. What you can do is make a brains check. And you already have some degree of knowledge of this place.
Well, I got a 25.
So suffice it to say, that is I think you can describe it how you want, but I think what the general thing that will happen, because you beat the DC by more than 10, you don't know exactly where you are, but as you continue moving through the halls and start checking the doors and checking the various experiments or labels on doors or what have you, it's only a matter of time before you see something that you recognize, and it doesn't take you long to get your bearings. I almost picture it like you're running along and kind of quickly checking, almost having to reach up and look at these, and no, I don't know that one, don't I? And you kind of go a little ways and you're like, wait, no, I know this one. And you turn around a corner and you're like, yeah, yes. And then you kind of lead to where you start to recognize things. I would like Oop, roll me a D100, please.
Alrighty, Jacob. That's going to be a 77 on the dice that Carrie gave me.
Yay!
77. What is 12 away from that is
65.
89? No, sorry, 12 up. I rolled a 93, so you're all good there. You do realize, though you never actually, you have no memory of going up or downstairs or taking an elevator, that you are 2 floors further down than you should be.
Oh no.
To get up to where Rosie is. So you need to find an elevator or a stairwell. So what would you be looking for in that case? What just happened?
My
Lost
God,
Craig.
great question. Craig's gone.
Oh no, TJ's in the mirror world.
Oh God.
Rosie, you turn around and TJ's suddenly gone. You're going to have to do this all by yourself.
Terrified.
Chad, Oak.
Uh-huh.
You're going to need to find a stairwell or an elevator.
Okay. For convenience, because it'll be able to carry all of us, I think for Oak, right now, Oak would be more looking for an elevator than a stairwell for expediency. But,
Coop approves.
yeah. But if that's out of order, then yeah, stairwell.
No, you know what you're looking for, so it doesn't take you long before you find a bank of elevators.
Okay, so I know we need to go up 2 floors.
That is
then?
correct.
Okay, all right, up everybody, we're going up. And he'll hit the button, and then there's like that moment of just deadpan waiting on the elevator because there's nothing we can do. We just have to wait for it.
Do you do the thing where you every once in a while just impatiently jab the button some more?
Oh, Oak would 100%. He's like super neurotic and just like impatient in that regard. So just like
In that case, I need you to roll a d20.
Of course.
Oh God. What if you like frickin' trigger the emergency stop? Quit hitting the buttons.
That's a 14.
Self-destruct sequence activated. I'm just kidding.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh.
I think I heard Carrie's heart skip a beat. You you start pressing the button. I would like Jess and Rosie. Nope. I don't know how I messed that one up. Jess and Coop and Anne are going to need
If
to
we didn't
make...
already have it, I would be counting that for I'm Coop, he's Oak, but we already have it.
Well, I was realizing the stat block that I had been using for Anne in...
I have it.
Well, I was using it for first edition, which they don't have that trope in second edition.
Yeah, we just for And we just added +4 brawn, +4 fight.
Is that
and
all we
+3
did?
Crit. Yep.
To your stats?
To the Promeralty. Yep.
Oh, there it is. So it was +4 brawn, +4 fight, and +4 grit?
+3 grit, yeah.
+3 grit. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So nothing for brains. I need the three of you to roll brains.
Brains.
Do you want me to roll for Anne or you?
I'll roll for Anne.
Okay.
For at least for the time being, I will be playing the part of Anne.
I exploded.
Exploded
for
again.
6.
Yay! Oh man.
Anne got a 16.
Whoa!
Rolling a d6 brains.
Damn.
So as you're sitting there sort of impatiently pressing the button and sort of humming to yourself and whatever else, Anne reaches over and kind of nudges you, Jessica. I've been kind of out of the loop for a while. Is that normal? And points at Oak. And you notice that as Oak
He's a 12-year-old boy. I don't know.
As
Is
Oak,
what Jess starts to say.
as Oak is tapping the buttons, and anytime he makes like a little hum or a vocal stem, any noise he's making is out of sync with the actual sound. It's like a few milliseconds behind. So you see him go tap, 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 and he pulls his hand away, and then you hear tap, 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 tap. He makes like a whistle sound, and then you hear the whistle sound.
Uh-oh, I don't like that.
Yeah. So
this is where Anne kind of goes to nudge you again and actually sort of grabs your arm a little bit. This is a little anachronistic for this timeline, but if you've ever seen, like in multiplayer games in particular, where if you have something that's moving and you see somebody else's avatar, so in this case an elevator, Oak is going like this. As the elevator moves, Oak is going bloop, bloop, like almost like he's clipping a little bit.
Oh, geez.
He's not moving in sync with this elevator either.
Yeah, so Jess says that snarky comment and then notices this and stops. Hey, Oak, look at me.
Yeah.
His mouth moves, and then you hear his voice.
I want you to go like this and be very close attention. I want you to clap.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
What?
And then do I hear it? Do I hear it back? Like, do I hear the reverb?
You clap your hands together, Oak, and there's no sound. And as you pull them apart, you hear the sound. And you realize, as you said, yeah, you didn't hear your own voice until like half a second later.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 6 for my brains. Am I noticing this yet?
Yes, Anne's not like secretly telling Jessica. She's pointed out to Jessica, but is saying it loud enough that you all see what's happening.
You're talking like in the kung fu shows.
Oh my god! Yes!
Incredible.
What do you mean?
Stop crying. You have a lot of work to do, starting right now. Oh my god, bro. Panic.
So Oak was confident up until the point that all of you pointed out this. And so now his brain is like, do I even risk getting on the elevator? Like, I need to get you guys on the elevator, but I don't know if I even risk getting on because I don't want to mess anything up for you guys. So,
sorry. I was assuming this is you in the elevator.
Oh, this is me in the elevator. Okay, okay. Well,
I was assuming
now it's like-
you were pressing the button for the floor that you pressed.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
repeatedly. This is
So
as the
I'm in
elevator's
the
moving.
elevator. Ooh, man, the claustrophobia is starting. The panic is starting for Oak. He does not know why this is happening. He's just waiting for that door to open so he can run out of there as fast as possible.
Roll a charm check.
A charm check? Ooh, okay. Un momento, por favor.
What is your charm die?
I believe it's a D10. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look.
He's so charming.
Is charm one of the +1s for kids?
I think so.
While we're waiting for Chad to roll charm, I would like Coop and Jessica to roll D20s. I'll roll one for Anne.
D20 flat check.
Flat D20.
16.
Oh, 14.
Wow. You guys kicked the shit out of Anne that time. She got a 6.
All right, what did you get, Tamiko?
16.
What did I get?
You got a 6.
I rolled it and then I wasn't paying attention.
It's
I
okay,
can
you got a 6.
currently
I
not
saw.
be charming. I got a 2. So
Ooh.
there's that. There's nothing charming about this 12-year-old boy. He is panic sweating. There's...
Just so everybody else is aware, it's his D8. Chad was sure to let us know that in the side
Okay.
chat,
It's
just
a
so we didn't
D8
judge
plus
him.
1, so it's a 2, but that means it's a 3 because it's a +1. So yeah, I
Okay.
still 3.
3 + 1 + 1 + 1.
Jessica. As Coop turns damn it. As Oak turns to you. If you didn't have it before, you have it again.
You're
Listen,
burning them all
if I could get
That's like 3.
like Paradise bucks for every time it happens, and then just cash them
As
in later.
Oak turns to you, Jessica, with a look of panic on his face, his voice has synchronized. The sounds have synchronized.
It's like everything is fine again?
No. No.
Well, okay, alright.
No, Jake, that's
seem
not fair.
fine?
That's not fair. To be like, oh, everything synchronizes, but it's not.
Oh,
cool.
no, I did
It's-
not say everything synchronizes. I
Oh,
said Oak
I
seems to
synchronize.
synchronize. Because Coop and Anne realize Jessica is also desynced now and is synchronized with Oak. But the two of them are now seeming to almost not be moving with the elevator, and their sounds are all messed up. And
Oh, God.
you see Anne look to you, Coop, and say, what are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, whenever this happens on the VHS player, we just stop the tape, rewind it a little bit, and then play again. And it's usually okay.
Do that. Stop the tape.
Do that.
Coop holds up his power
Hey.
glove.
Yeah.
Oh.
Check the buttons.
I didn't
See
say
if
play
there's-
Nintendo.
I mean, sure, why not? I'll try. And he hits, what is it? He hits pause on the power glove.
I want you to roll me a D100. Whoops. I already rolled mine. So be it.
37.
There is a 50% chance that this is going to work. 37 minus 25 is
37 minus 25 is my brain. Ow, my ear. Ow, ow. 12.
12. I rolled a 13. so it's just inside where it
Yay!
needs to work.
You
Now,
did it.
let me ask you this, Coop. As you press the pause, were you trying to pause Oak and Jessica or the elevator?
Oak and Jessica. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh god, yeah. Oh god, they're gonna phase through the floor.
Oak and Jessica, you see around you that it looks like Coop and Anne have stopped moving. Coop, you and Anne see that Oak and Jessica have stopped moving.
Whoa, it worked!
That's where we're going to scene switch.
Sweet, sweet.
Scene switch! Jeez. We're going to scene switch to Rosie and Chuck. TJ. I did it on purpose that time. Rosie and TJ. Sitting in a room. You are in the remnants of, on your side, you're in the remnants of the jealous mirror room where the mirrors have fractured and started to fall away. What are the two of you doing at the moment?
Remind me, are the pieces actively fracturing and falling away? Like still, or is that like over?
I don't remember. I'm kind of envisioning it that they're continuously falling. It's kind of like when a plate glass window breaks or shatters, and you can, for a while, you hear the pieces that are stuck in the frame are falling. And
Oh yeah.
it's like it's raining glass.
Okay. And Rosie just kind of like looks
Hallelujah.
up at this and is like, and it's just like, we got to get out of here. This can't be good.
Okay, I just have to say something.
Does it have to
Okay, I
be
don't know
here?
if you- Yes. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but I like Jessica. And she's important. And she's important to me. And you're important to her.
Okay.
So, and he like stands up like completely. And I think this is the first time you realize he's 6'2",
He's a tall boy.
and he's probably going to be 6'5" by the time he graduates.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks down at you and he goes, but honestly, you make me nervous. So I'm just gonna so let's just make a deal.
Sure.
I figure out a way to somehow get you out of here and get you back where you belong, right? And you
Okay.
put a good word in with Jess for me. Deal?
Yeah, I could shake on that. And Rosie like puts her hand out up a little bit.
He's like, okay, now I can like think.
Do you shake my hand?
Okay. Yes.
Rosie pulls back and just like, Jesus, your palm's so fucking sweaty.
Sorry. Okay, I think
Okay.
the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out where that thing is. So, can I have the mirror?
Okay.
Okay. So, he like sits down and he closes his eyes and he starts trying to concentrate, and nothing's working. And so he opens his eyes and he goes, okay, I need your help. This is
Now-
gonna sound weird.
Pause. When you say that thing, We got to find out where that thing is. You mean the Indawa key or who?
Yes.
What thing?
Yes.
That
yes.
thing. Okay. Just making sure.
So we
Okay,
need
it's
basically
like,
we need to know where he is so we can figure out what to do.
correct. It's like, yeah. Okay.
So he sits down and he tries to concentrate, and he's like, "This isn't working. I need your help." Now,
What do you need to do?
this is going to sound really weird, but it will help me concentrate.
Okay.
I'm going to say mean things to you.
What the? Okay.
Now listen, just listen to me. And what I want you to do is I don't want you to hold back. I want you to tell me exactly what you're thinking. Don't hold back, okay?
I'll do my
Okay?
best. You okay?
All right. First of all, I'm sorry. So
Sure.
he closes his eyes, and then he opens them, and he looks at you with this angry face, and he says, "You know, I didn't want you on my team. I don't think girls should be playing baseball with boys. The only reason that you're even on my team is because your mother writes the name on my paycheck."
Oh, fuck you. Fuck
Go-
you, man. Okay.
Go back.
You take
to
a look
the
at
girl-
the batting averages. You take a look at the batting averages and see how much you feel that way. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And he says, "Go back to the girls' team, you untalented little bitch."
Okay. All right.
And then
That's it.
and then he closes his eyes and listens.
I think Rosie she's ready to sock him in the fucking mouth. But this right before she just hauls off, it feels wrong because he's like got his eyes closed and like this it doesn't feel right, and he's like sitting and it's not right, and she's like, "You listen here. If you want somebody else batting cleanup for you, you fucking go right ahead. See how many more games you win. And if you want another pitcher, why don't you go with fucking Jimmy, who has an ERA of like 7? That sounds great. I bet you'll win a lot of games. I bet you'll be above 500. Oh, just wait a minute. I bet, you know what I'll bet? I'll bet you'll actually go up against Manistee and beat him. You know, like we did when I was pitching and when we beat him for the first time in a decade, like that. I bet that'll happen again. Motherfucker. And then Rosie, like, this all feels like weird and in the moment, and then she kind of like looks around at where they are, and like she remembers where they are and kind of pulls herself back, and she's like, "Is that good enough?"
So he doesn't answer you. He focuses on everything that you said, and he's remembering on his end. He's remembering all of the things that his dad said to him about like his leadership and that he wouldn't amount to anything and all of those things, and he's harnessing that, and he's tapping into that emotion, and he reaches out, and as he's reaching out with these dark thoughts that the two of you just gave each other, he starts to search for Indawa and Key, and he stops, and he starts to think of Jessica. And he forces himself to stop. And it's almost like...
Before you stop, I'm going to need a grit check from you.
Okay.
You're so gritty, yeah. Come on, soldier boy.
11.
What's your grit die?
12.
Okay.
So as
No.
he's...
No. Hold on.
Oh, no. Sorry. Go ahead.
That was a fail.
You son of a bitch.
You start to think about Jessica. And it's like the thought of Jessica in your mind, as you start to call it up, it's pushed away. It's as if ink fills that memory and blacks it out.
Ooh.
And from the other side, the ink reveals your dad. You can't do anything right. You can't even die right. You're trying to save this girl? You've got her life in your hands. And you're thinking about puppy love? You are nothing. You are not a leader. You are not anybody that anybody will follow anywhere. And if they do, you'll probably get them killed.
At that, he uses that as fuel, and he goes, "Oh yeah? Watch this."
Oh God.
And he stops thinking about Jessica. Drives her completely out of his mind. And it's almost like when you stop a fan with your hands, and his sole focus turns directly to Coop.
Oh. that old so-and-so.
So what are you doing about Coop?
I am reaching out to Coop because as the moments that he was thinking of Jessica, all the conversations that they ever had, and all of the abilities go back through his mind about all of her friends, and he remembers Coop. So he reaches out his mind to Coop.
You're trying to contact Coop?
Yes.
You were trying to contact Coop from the other side. I'm going to need you to roll some power tokens. You do not have a free power token.
Okay.
You have 7 power tokens. And pass or fail, you're going to use you're going to lose 1 power token permanently at least.
Understood.
Your DC is 20.
Okay.
First
6.
D6 is a 6. It explodes.
Yeah. 11 for 1.
11 on 1.
Yeah. 16 on 2.
16 on 2.
Hell yeah, let's go.
4. 20.
20 on 3.
Atta boy.
So that is a
Let's
success. Just real quick.
Fuck your dad up. Go get him. Kick his ass.
Would these events be happening before or after we were in the elevator?
Oh.
You are in your current situation when whatever Craig's about to do happens.
Already.
Frozen as shit.
TJ, you reach out and you I think you said you had the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're thinking about Coop, it's almost like there's a shifting in the mirror, and then imagine a camera zoomed all the way into Coop's pupil, just goes, and you suddenly see almost like a fisheye view of Coop looking very worried in what looks like an elevator. What do you say or do?
I think I see his confusion initially, and I very loudly almost yell to him, "Coop, wake up, listen to me."
You hear TJ's voice very loudly in your head.
Jesus, is that you? We need help, I think.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hello?
Oh. Coop. It's TJ. I'm here with Rosie. And listen to me. Okay. I need some help. You can't call Rosie because she needs to save her energy. Okay?
Okay.
But I need you to do something for me. I need you to find out the shadow thing, and Dawa Aki, or whatever the hell its name is. I need you to find me a weakness. Okay? I need you to buy me time. I need a distraction. I need you to keep it busy. Okay?
I'll try.
Someone there has to know something. And Coop, if they won't tell you, you make them tell you.
Whoa. Okay.
Yes.
You pass that on to everyone.
I sure will when I can.
And you tell Jess. And he hesitates for a long time.
You tell Jess, hey.
You're going to hate me for this, but before you finish that sentence, before you finish that sentence, the connection is broken.
Oh, that's all right. I was going to break it anyway.
As Coop, you catch a bit of this interference. You, Coop, hear what TJ is about to hear. Ah, clever. Seeking the help of your friends on the other side to stop me. It'll never work.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm going to find the girl. And I'm going to use her to get out of here.
Oh.
And then the connection breaks.
He is still in here, which is good. I imagine that Rosie is just kind of like watching TJ, like looking like he's in REM sleep, is, just doing all kinds of weird. And I'm like, and when he finally like opens his eyes again, and I'm like, well, how'd it go?
He is still here.
Oh.
And
the shadow and Dawa, he's in here with us?
He's after you.
That's where we're going to scene switch.
We need to go.
Where he says, he's after you, we need to go. We are going to scene switch.
Perfect.
Back into the hallway with Billy.
Billy. Multi-kill.
Billy, you've gone much further past just killing. I believe the term mutilate would be appropriate here to what you did to Adkins' body.
Completely. I don't think Billy is, at least for the moment, sane or in his mind. Like, he doesn't have an explanation for how Anne died, but she died in his arms, or at least that's his perception. And then almost subsequently, within minutes, his grandmother died, and then his mother died. He is taking all of the frustration of these last few minutes and everything that has been going on out on this body, this thing below him, and completely giving in to the monster that is, within him.
I imagine there's this moment as we I'm imagining this very almost Darren Aronofsky style. The camera is moving sort of at this extreme angle through the hallway past the bodies of your grandmother and your mother. And the whole time we see the flickering lights and we hear the sounds without actually seeing. We just see the hunched back of the wolf, head down. We hear the bones breaking and the chomping and the crunching and the visceral sounds. But every time the lights flicker, we see those momentary flashes of you and Anne at the dance. Suddenly Anne's in your arms, throat torn out. Suddenly you're running through the woods, Carson hitting you. All of these things, boom, boom, boom. The gunshot that killed your mother. And as the camera just continues moving closer, it suddenly gets right up next to you, and that's when we just see that feral wolf, head raised up, muzzle completely covered in blood, eyes wild, looking straight into the camera. Make a grit check, please.
I don't think the wolf is very good at this. Oh no, my grit's not bad. It's gonna be a 5, sir.
Yay. We like multiples of 5.
As you lift your head up, I imagine your brain is a feral storm. It's not organized thought, it's chaotic thought. It's these memories, it's these primal instincts. It's rage, it's fury. And somewhere in the midst of that storm, you hear a woman's voice. It's okay to give in to the rage sometimes. Don't lose yourself in the storm. Find something to anchor yourself. If you want to come out of the storm, you can. You can do it, William. What do you do?
Do I have a sense of who this voice is?
It's familiar. I'm going to need a brains check to see if you can place it in your current state.
Mm.
Brains as a wolf. Right. Well, that's as low as it can go. That's a 1.
It sounds familiar, but in your current state, you function more on scent than you do on sound. And right now, blood is the only thing you can smell.
Yes.
So he takes a look left and right, and I'm just going to say based off of positions, like he's looking down the hall, so would look left and right. All he does is see walls. So to kind of still get in the moment of, you know, what he's been doing, like I imagine as like his back foot will just sink into a part of the body and just try to crush or squish or claw a little bit. But he's got his muzzle up, and he's, you know, trying to look around to see if he can, you know, get away from the kill. The thing is dead. It's not so much the revenge, because I don't know if he's even really able to comprehend that term right now. But he heard a voice, and he doesn't necessarily think it's enemy, but he's trying to at least be on guard in case it is.
Mm-hmm.
So are you proceeding down the hallway one way or the other?
Yes.
For a few moments, we see the flickering fluorescent lights, and we see these these Dutch camera angles tilted as we just see a werewolf prowling through the hallways for quite a while, leaving a trail of bloody, gory footprints, trailing a claw across a wall and a green door with its brass handle, leaving a smear of blood and viscera. And it just seems to do these like slow cross dissolves, and it's an 80s thing, so for some reason there's a saxophone solo.
Obviously.
It's very like
it's that one from Baker Street where it's like wow.
Lost Boys, when the vampires were partying, for some reason there's like a topless vampire saxophone dude.
Obviously.
It takes you a little while to break free of the scent of death. I'd like you to make a brains check, or it seems odd to me. What are your elevated stats in your wolf form again?
All right, so as a wolf, I am brawn D20, fight D12, and flight D10. I think we were using flight as my sense.
Yeah, that's what you need to have something that shows, your elevated senses. So go ahead and use that again. You're going to be using your wolf senses.
That's going to be a 6.
You catch a familiar scent. It's low enough that it's not, you can't immediately identify it, so I'm going to need you to roll any die and tell me if it's even or odd.
Okay. Rolling a D12 because the D12 doesn't get enough love. That's going to be an even.
You raise your head. You're not sure how it's possible to catch Anne's scent in the air.
Yep. Called it.
On my side, it looked like that popped up as I said it. So it was like, it looked like you just wrote what I just said. So
no.
So there's a moment, like fraction of a second of disbelief. And then he will tear off, like someone had just fired the starting pistol at the start of a race. And he will follow that scent.
This is very much like POV now, running through the halls rapidly. Every once in a while cutting to a shot of looking down a hall, and then we just see this werewolf slide into frame, slam against the wall, skid on the ground a moment, and then take off running past camera.
Completely.
Yeah, as you are locked in on this scent. You found it, and it's
no
stronger.
sense of self-preservation, no sense of looking at what's around. The primal need to, even if it is just get back to her body, that is what he is keen on doing.
And then at one point, you just run straight at the camera, and we actually see it's one of those like fourth wall breaks where the camera like falls over. It's now upside down, and we see you running past the camera. And we're going to scene switch briefly back into the elevator.
Nice. Oh.
Oop, you see Jessica and Oak seemingly frozen. Anne is looking at you like, what? Wait, what?
I know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And Jesus? What?
Who are you talking to?
All of that happens with TJ, and then he says, Oh, that can't be good. And then the connection's broken, and Coop turns and looks at Anne and says, that was TJ. He's still with Rosie in the mirror world, and he said that I have a job to do. I have to find out how to if Shadow Guy has any weaknesses.
Did you say TJ?
What? Can you repeat that?
Anne says to you, did you say TJ?
Yeah, TJ. He's with Rosie in the mirror world. He called me. Coop radio.
You see...
Hey, wait! Shadow Guy does have a weakness. Billy's key. And
You see...
he's looking at Anne like Anne's supposed to know what he's talking about.
You definitely see Anne looking like she's wrestling with something, and she seems to like push something down. She takes a deep breath. He's helping Rosie. Probably fine. What?
We have to find Billy.
Key. Billy's key.
Yeah, Billy. The pack of werewolves in the island way in the past gave Billy a key, which is the key, literally, I guess, to defeating Andaba a key. I think that's his name.
In a moment that would probably make Laz very happy, but will no doubt make Oak very happy if you could hear it. Anne says, "She's... I'm out of it for a little bit, and everybody gets delusions of grandeur."
Oh my
Nice.
god.
I need Oak. I need Oak's brain. And Coop looks, and Oak still paused. So is Jessica.
As you say that, Oak, what are you and Jessica doing?
Yeah. So I think there's
did
that
we-
moment on.
We lost Jessica.
Oh no. And smiteth and taketh away.
While we're waiting for
Hey,
them to
well,
reconnect.
while the screens are split, why don't you check us out at redbubble.com? At redbubble.com, we got all kinds of cool logos that you can get on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, and all kinds of other cool stuff. You can get our Paradise logos like this one, or Aw Beans. You can get other logos for your fantasy games, and so many more. Like I said, you can get them on all kinds of cool stuff. At redbubble.com, there's almost always a deal, especially if it's your first time shopping with them. So why don't you head on over there and check us out today at redbubble.com. Just search
In different
Mini-Terrain
colors.
Domain. And all different colors. Notice I have this logo in black, but Craig's is in green. Start today. Redbubble.com.
So before I get to Oak and Jessica, I think it's perspective is everything. In the side chat, Carrie's like, "Ooh, sense motive on Anne. Is there bad blood here?" I said TJ is the reason Anne is trapped in the mirror, and Craig said Anne is the reason TJ is trapped in the mirror.
Oh, wow. Yes.
So
Perspective is everything. History is written by...
at any rate, Oak and Jessica,
Yes.
you two are now synchronized, and it looks like Anne and Coop are frozen. What are you doing?
Oak,
What
happened?
Well, that was not what I was hoping would happen. Interesting. Okay. And I think Oak kind of like, are they outside of the elevator at this point, or are we still all in the elevator? Has the elevator door opened, I guess? And are they outside, or are we all still together?
You're all in the elevator.
Okay.
You have not gotten to the floor you're trying to get to.
This is the slowest 2 floors I've ever been on, ever. Anywho, I think that Oak is like looking at Coop, being like, hey, buddy. Coop? I told you to hit pause, but I think things went backwards. You good? I looked to Anne. Same vacant. Yep. Nope. Nothing there. Okay, let's see. Buddy, I don't mean to be getting in your space. And he'll like lift up the Nintendo glove arm, and if I can, I want to look over the level of buttons and see if like maybe there's like, and I've never tried this button, and I'm scared to try this button, but I think when your game freezes, Oak knows that when your game freezes, sometimes you have to do a hard reset. And if there is a reset button on the glove, I would like to hit the reset button.
Can't we just blow on the cartridge first?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, let me just blow in his mouth real quick. I'll just
Open up.
We're good. Open up, Oak. We're good. Open up, Coop. We're good.
Side note, great 80s reference. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think that Oak will definitely look to see if there's a way that he can like restart this section using Coop's help. If not, he's gonna try to use his own power to try to sync up the time loops to get like he'll use his own power if this doesn't work to try to sync up the time loops between the 4 of us.
And this is so far out of Jess's wheelhouse. Jess deals with objects and with strength, not with time. So she is like...
Don't worry. By the time we reach our floor, I should have this figured out. Don't worry. And yeah, I think he's just going to try and hit that reset button first. You know, cause and effect. We got to do all the scientific testing that we possibly can.
Yeah. You... press the reset button.
Yep.
The lights go out.
Oh, God.
In the dark, Coop, somebody's holding on to your hand.
Who's holding on to my... I can't see. It's dark. Is it dark for me?
Yes, it's dark for all of you. As you two can hear each other. And
hey, buddy.
You hear Anne. You hear Anne going, "What's going on?"
It's okay.
The lights are off. Somebody's holding my hand. What's going on?
Don't stop slapping me. It's fine.
You hear like skin on skin.
With that,
Hope you have a really good right hook. God.
At that moment, as this is happening, Billy, you come flying around a corner. The scent is stronger than ever. You see at the end of this hallway a set of double green doors with brass push plates on them. And you actually see a brass plate above these doors that say Paradise Academy, Macbeth Theater. And it looks exactly like the entrance to the auditorium at Paradise Academy. And you catch Anne scent on the other side of that door. Do you just go rushing and barreling through the doors?
Absolutely.
You burst through the doors. And as you do, you find yourself in what appears to be Paradise Academy, Macbeth Theater, or auditorium. there is a bunch of lights illuminated on the stage. And in the center of the stage are 3 walls that look like the interior of an elevator. And inside this elevator stage set, you see Coop holding on, or Oak holding on to, goddamn it. Oak holding on to Coop's arm. That's 4. 3 for you specifically, but 4 name switches. Oak is holding Coop's arm. Anne and Jessica are both standing there. And they're looking around like they can't see. As they are, the 4 of them seem to be on stage in a set that looks like an elevator.
Wow.
I got to do the stupid thing. I charge. I can assume, since I have the scent, that there is a distinct ability for me to understand which one is Anne and which one is Jess.
Yeah, and they're not dressed the same or same hairstyles or anything in this moment because they weren't recently reflecting. Well, I guess they were recently reflecting each other. I guess I have to retcon that because she was a reflection of Jessica in the moment. So, yeah, sorry. Good question. They are absolutely look alike. But yes, you know which one is Anne.
Then I will charge, and I imagine in my state of mind, it's gotta, even though he's not like coming out, claws bearing and snarling, but he is moving with aggression. He's trying to get to her as quickly as possible.
You clamber over several seats, leaping several seats in a single bound, scratching and scrabbling at these seats as the 4 of you in the dark start to hear noises. And that's when one wall of the elevator just goes and then the other 3 walls of the elevator go and you all see that you are standing on a stage in the school auditorium, and Billy the werewolf is charging right at you, Jessica. And in that moment, you would reach Anne, Billy. What do?
I scoop her up in my arms. The last I saw her, she was dead, and here she is alive. I would scoop her up, and then once I'm physically in contact with her again, I would begin to change back to my normal form.
Oh, this is epic, dramatic. I wish I had the perfect music cue for this, but there's this moment of try something. No, I don't have the perfect cue, but just imagine the perfect cue as the camera starts sweeping around the 2 of you as this werewolf scoops Anne up, and for a moment she's terrified, and then she realizes and she's embracing the wolf, and the camera keeps panning as Billy the wolf slowly transforms back into Billy the kid, Billy the teen,
Billy the kid.
Nice.
And
Triple B, Billy the bloody boy.
And it just keeps panning around until it's Billy and Anne embracing, and that's what the 3 of you see as they're embracing. It's I don't know if they're making out or what they're doing, but
I'm counting this as awkward teen romance.
It would be awkward teen romance. I don't think he's not gonna jump right to snogging, as the Brits would say. But he can't believe that she's there. There is he has to just keep her close, because I don't know how long it's been, maybe 10 minutes, but he thought she was dead. So
this is
Coop
Anne.
sees you.
Anne is going to be kissing you.
Coop sees you covered with ick, pick up this girl, and then she starts kissing on you, and Coop literally goes like, ew, ew.
Did we
I
hear
like-
for this? Like, what?
My eyes, my eyes.
I liked it better when we were at least in the dark. At least I wouldn't be able to see this. Hi guys.
Well, I guess we found Billy.
Why are you, buddy? Why are you covered in blood? Do I even wanna ask?
I imagine you probably have to ask the question a couple of times before, you know, the embrace breaks. Billy catches his breath, looks around. Do I know exactly who the military guy was?
You knew who he was, didn't you?
He was in your house, like the
And we were
party
both in,
when the
Yeah.
vampire daddy got killed.
yeah, we were in both in uniform and would have had name tags. So
So then I deliver the bullet points.
Bullet points.
I got in a room. I was dancing with Anne. Then all of a sudden she was dead. And I was back in the Stapler house. My mother and grandmother came in and said he found us. They turned and fled out the back door, urging me to follow. I went outside. Carson hits me with a car. And I'm blanking on the name, but the murderer, the hunter, comes out. Carson hits me with a car. He kills my grandmother. Then I'm back in this place. He kills my mother and I tore him to pieces. I don't know what's exactly real and what's not. I honestly, and he looks to Anne again, and like you can see his face breaking down, the emotion, kind of welling up. It's like, I thought you were dead too.
She looks at you and says, "This is real," and she kisses you again.
Oh, that's adorable.
I think after this kiss is the first time that Anne, after this awkward reunion, sort of looks over Billy's shoulder at Jessica. And you see for a moment she kind of looks a little sheepishly at Jessica.
Yeah, Jess is not looking at this at all. Jessica is like suddenly very interested in like what is in her bag.
Is in her bag.
Wish we were still frozen. Yeah.
So
So
hey,
I imagine like Billy eventually gets the wherewithal and realizes that, this is, a little awkward. So like he'll step back, but I imagine for like the remainder of the scene, like Billy and Anne are holding hands.
hate to be the guy to bring this up, but how the hell did we get into school?
This
That makes a lot of sense now. The elevator
this
wasn't
place
going.
is all about. This place is all about the mind games. It's doors to everywhere. It doesn't take much to basically go wherever it wants you to.
Like, I think Billy, I think you see Oak. Basically, after the initial, crazy ass shock of seeing you, and that whole thing wears off, you just told Oak that you lost your grandmother and your mother all within a short period
5
of
minutes.
time, right? Like within 5 minutes, as a boy of trauma that he is,
Yeah.
right? He embraces another boy of trauma and is like, look, I can't make sense of everything you just went through because that's a lot to unpack in a very short time. But I've also lost a lot of people throughout this whole time. So you see, even though you're covered in gore and there's a part of him that has the OCD to not touch you and be like, yep, this is not right. But there's something about having you there and having another person who understands the iterations the way that he does.
Right.
He hugs you and he's like, I'm so glad you're here and that you're safe. That's all that matters to me, is that you're here and that you're safe. And we will figure out how and what, and if we can, get the people you care about back. I promise you. But for right now, he kind of looks to the stage and looks to the elevator. I need a way to get upstairs.
And
Help me.
So I don't recall going up or down a flight of stairs, but I also left the place and have moved from the complex to the school to my house, back to the complex, and now back in the school. Do I have a sense of where Rosie's room is?
so before we get to that, for a moment,
Alright.
Anne looks at you and says, you know, it's got a point. And kind of motions to you covered in blood-soaked, tattered clothes. It says, hold on a second. And she grabs your arm and pulls you towards the backstage area. And there's just this brief few moments where she starts rummaging around and she finds a section where there's wardrobe for a play. And she drags you over to some back corner where there's I don't know why it would be backstage, but there's one of those emergency showers like you'd find in a science
Like an
class.
eye wash station?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, here. And kind of gives you some towels and stuff so you can clean up a little bit. And then she tosses you some clothes. She's like, these look like they'll fit. And
my God.
a few minutes later, Anne and Billy come walking back out on the stage. And Billy is dressed like John Travolta in Grease, because that is the play that was being staged.
That's the play they're doing.
Nice.
So you've got jeans, a white t-shirt, and a black leather
Hey.
jacket, and the black boots.
I have to tell you that Grease and Grease 2, I have seen
Bro.
so many times.
It just
He's
seemed
like combing his hair back as he
I
comes
remember
out.
when-
Fuck it.
I remember when I was in elementary school and my sisters were in high school, they did Grease. And so that was what popped into my mind.
It is so wildly inappropriate as a high school musical.
But nonetheless, I figured even if you weren't a fan of it, you'd at least appreciate the
Oh,
The change of
absolutely,
wardrobe.
Absolutely.
I would like all of you to make brains checks, please.
I was gonna say something about the water that comes out of those things, but
Who
I
would
didn't
like
want to
to
ruin the
say
moment.
Yeah, it's
something
like-
before we launch into the next thing that involves whatever this brain check is for?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Thanks. That's a 3.
13 for me.
Four for Anne.
Jessica got a 10.
Okay.
Good job.
And it looks like Chad stepped away. Chad's got the big D20 brains.
I'll roll for Chad.
Watch, he'll win.
No, not so much. He also got a 13.
Okay, go ahead, Coop. You
Brains.
wanted to say something.
What is it? When Billy and Anne finally return, Coop goes, "Okay, look, nobody move. Everybody listen to me for 1 second. TJ contacted me in my head and told me that he's there protecting Rosie. They have to find a way out, and they're in the mirror world with the shadow guy, and they're trying to find a way to defeat or weaken him. I think that, I know that Billy, you have a key that might be able to do that, but I don't know how that's going to help TJ. Whew, that's it. I relayed the message. My work here is done."
Oh, the best. The best.
Now the people with the brains can take over figuring all of this out.
I hand the baton to you.
You say that, and Anne goes, "People with the brains, yeah. What? Yeah, I'm totally figuring this out." And then she leans over to Billy. "Do you have any idea what's going on?"
Yes, we have to get to Rosie's body and get her back here.
Well, I know that. I'm the one that told them that.
Oh,
So here's the result of your 13, and I think Jessica with a 10 is also picking up on this, and of course Oak. You're thinking about everything as you're sort of comparing stories, and the fact that all the places you changed, and the fact that none of you remember going up or downstairs. You were in an elevator for a very long time, and then wound up on the stage of the high school auditorium. And you think about that voice that you heard that was trying to calm you down. Suddenly you realize why it sounded so familiar. It sounded like Ashley Raven, but not Ashley Raven. It sounded like Ashley Raven, except it lacked Ashley Raven's poise and confidence. It had an edge of
Persephone?
unpredictability to it, of craziness. It had an edge of concealed insanity, because it was Persephone's voice that you heard, and you start to put the things together, and there is a lingering residual effect from when Coop, you rolled a number, a 16 on when I had you roll a d20. As the three of you are realizing this, it's almost like that animated that gif of the woman looking like this and all the beautiful mind equations are in the air. There's literally equations floating in the air for a moment, sort of disembodied, as you realize everything that you've been doing has been somehow psychically manipulated in your brains. Your perception has been altered by Persephone. She's been making you see what she wanted you to see. She's been controlling where you are and where you think you are to some degree, which also makes you question how much of what happened in the last 30 minutes really happened.
So part of Billy then, like, as he explains this, there's an extra layer of tension. He's trying not to dive too deep and get his hopes up, because his mother might actually still be alive. But if he thinks too hard at that and it's not true, it's not going to go well. Did he actually, he was covered in blood, so he killed somebody. Who did he kill? Did he kill the person he thought he killed? Or were we all seeing the blood that's not really there?
Billy, looking down at your fingertips, you still see a little bit of dried blood under your fingernails. And even with this realization, you feel confident that there's really blood under your fingernails. This, excuse me, this is where we are going to shift back to TJ and Rosie. What are you kids up to?
Well, TJ just got done with his little mind jump, and I literally did just ask him, like, how'd it go? And you said we need to get out of here, right? You're in danger. We need to get out of here.
He's like,
So
I don't want
think
you to... Go ahead.
I said, I was like, well, finally, where?
Okay. I don't want you to get mad. But I talked to Coop. And that thing interrupted me. Told him that we needed to find a weakness to get us there. I think I know where we have to go.
Okay.
But...
Where?
Okay. And he looks at you, he's like, we've got to stop being predictable. It senses us. We can't do what it thinks we're gonna do. So he looks at you and he looks down at himself and he's got that button-up shirt and the slacks on that he came into the lab with. And he turns around and he turns back around and you see him wearing an old faded number 20 Billy Sims jersey and holy jeans. And he leans down to his feet and he starts tying up these brand new Chuck Taylors that his mom gave him. He said, we've got to stop doing what he thinks we're gonna do. We need to be unpredictable. It's the only way that he can't know what we're gonna do.
Can I be unpredictable without putting on a... God damn it. And Rosie looks down and already she's like, just as though just thinking about her school uniform with the fucking skirt made it appear on her body.
I love it.
Fuck. Oh, fine. This is as good as anything else. All right, where do we go? What do we do?
You said that you know. Do you remember where you were?
Yes,
we need to
I
get
think
back
so.
to where your body is.
All right, let's go.
We need to do it fast.
Rosie is like, well, I know a thing or two about fast. And Rosie just boom takes off like a shot towards where she thinks the medical wing is.
You open the door and leave this room. The door comes off the hinges in your hand.
Shit.
As it falls to the ground, it breaks into pieces. The brass doorknob sort of rolls away partway down the hallway. The door frame itself starts to collapse in on itself. In fact, the entire wall of what was once the Jealous Mirror Quantum Containment Room begins to collapse in on itself. But to the point where as the walls collapse in, they hit the floor and then they just sort of...
Ooh.
And they start imploding on themselves. And that doorknob that was rolling away kind of rolls right back in, and you realize the entire chamber that held the Jealous Mirror in this mirror world is starting to implode on itself, and everything around it is starting to stretch towards that void. The mirror world is starting to collapse in on itself.
Okay. And you said the door is like it disintegrated or whatever?
It broke into pieces, which have now started to slide into the void. You're out in the hallway and you started sprinting. This is all now happening behind you.
Yeah.
TJ, are you sprinting after her?
I actually just passed her.
Bullshit.
I'll tell you what, you two are going to make a contested flight check, because I can see right now you're going to be that competitive.
I exploded.
Oh, damn it.
I only got a 7 still.
I got an 8.
Ah, god damn it! You and your 6'2" fucking legs.
My
I
long
imagine-
ass legs. I'm like, keep up.
I gotta work twice as hard.
At one point, as you're running through these halls, Rosie, you look over your shoulder and you don't see TJ, and you smile and you turn, and as you look straight ahead, he's passing you on the other side.
Oh, son of a bitch. And she's just like hauling ass as fast as she can. And she kind of calls up and be like, so you know where you're going, huh?
I'm following you.
Are you?
Beep, beep.
And
And I
Rosie
look at her
takes
and
a
go.
right turn and he's still way up ahead.
So I skid to a stop and turn. I'm like, ah, damn it.
The two of you continue running for a little ways when you round the corner. And as you round the corner, and you know, both of you, you know you're going the right way. As you round the corner, you see what is, it almost looks like inky black spider webbing crisscrossing this hallway. And you careen into it. You break through several strands as it slows you down.
Ew.
It's dripping from the ceiling, and this inky ichor drips down on the ground in front of you. And two puddles form, one in front of TJ, one in front of Rosie. Now, before I continue,
Uh-oh.
this is the first of the challenges. As a reminder, there is a base DC that I have already set for the final challenge that you will have to face. For these challenges, your success and failure will determine if that DC goes up or down. With each successive challenge, the DC swing gets greater. I'm deliberately not telling you any of these numbers.
Okay.
There will come a point where you will know what the results are. But for
Okay.
now, you are entering into the first challenge. As a reminder, Rosie, you only need to use your 3 remaining attempts at power tokens. If you are attempting to exert yourself on the real world, or if you're trying to utilize any form of psychic power. Same goes for TJ. Any questions on how the challenge is working? Okay. These two splotches of ichor that splash down in front of you, as soon as they form a big enough puddle, you see them start to go.
Oh god. It's like that in T2.
It's very similar, yeah. They rise up into vaguely humanoid shapes in front of you. And as it takes on a humanoid shape, it begins to take on the appearance of not one or two, but several. It's like it begins to slowly morph through, represented in this black ink, this ichor. You see people you know and care about. For your first challenge, Rosie and TJ, I need each of you to make a grit check. Oh, this was the one other thing I forgot to tell you about the challenges that I said last time.
Jesus.
You have to determine whether or not you want to use domain pops. I will not protect you from using them if they're not necessary.
Okay.
I will not let you know if you've used enough to help you succeed.
Okay.
This is the cost of this challenge because you are literally fighting
That's
for
the
your
risk.
life.
Okay.
So there is a DC for the grit check. What did you roll, Rosie?
I have a question. Is this like a one and done? Is there like one grit check, or are there many in this challenge?
You don't know.
God damn damn it. Okay. What did you get, Craig?
7.
You got a 7.
Greg, you're gonna have to remind me on that. You keep saying yours are doubled. Why do you keep saying that?
His pops
because
are
it's
doubled.
on my. I have my strength of loyal. Domain points count double for me.
Oh, that's right. So you, every domain pop is worth +2 for you.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend
What did you
one
roll?
domain pop. I rolled a 4. I'm gonna spend 1 on myself to make my roll a 5. And I will spend 2 for TJ to make his roll an 11.
So, what's the total domain pop spend?
3. Yay. Okay.
So you're sitting at 5 and 11. Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm just thinking maybe TJ will be able to pull my ass out of this. Like, that's my theory right now. It's like going into a game not knowing the rules. It's so hard.
I told you the rules. I just didn't tell you the consequences.
Okay. Oh.
I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3. I'm going to roll a d4. Jessica. In front of Rosie, Rosie, the ink form, you see the face, the ink slides away, and you see Jessica's face. Jessica, I want you to say something horribly mean about Rosie. I want you to say something that's going to hurt her heart.
Oh my god. Oh.
And
Hey,
just to be
while
clear,
M's thinking of the worst thing you could say to a person, check us out at redbubble.com.
It's not my favorite thing ever.
just to be clear, Jessica, you have no idea that you're saying this.
No.
But
yeah, M is having a hard time.
Yeah.
And just to make it that much
you-
worse, Rosie's eyes kind of like light up on seeing Jess's face. Like, maybe this is gonna be okay.
Em, I want you to put on your horror GM's hat right now.
See, body horror is and gore is so much different and easier than being
Psychological.
God damn it.
I mean, if you want to frame this as something physical, something physical and physically hurt her, I think it's going to emotionally scar
Let
her
her rip.
anyway.
This is a creative
for it.
exercise,
Yeah.
Em.
No. I will think of something. I think Jess turns to Rosie. You think we could be friends? You're just a kid. You're just a dumb kid who, I mean, seriously, you're a loser.
Oh. And I think there is that, like, Rosie has like that confused look on her face at first, and then it shifts into just like profound hurt, and like she almost stumbles back. Like, this has really knocked her wind out, and yeah, she's speechless. She just like doesn't know what to say.
As
or
you
do.
are recoiling from this, the ink obscures the face. It begins to shift as the form in front of TJ The ink washes away, and I rolled a 2 again. Jessica, I need you to tear
Ooh.
TJ's heart out.
Garrett.
Oh my god. Ugh. You're so pathetic. You think that you and I could have something? Anything? I was just talking to you because I was lonely and you were the only one who could talk to me.
That hurts my heart.
Oh my god.
I promise
Stab!
I promise if I roll a 2 again, I'll re-roll.
Please, I can't.
M has been expended.
Okay. Oak, I need you to tear Rosie a new one.
Oh my god, are we just fucking
Wow.
taking turns?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
This is the bullying episode.
Yeah, great. I'm ready.
Hey, trigger, triggers. Everybody, trigger
Do it.
warnings. Okay,
Do it.
here we go. Okay, I'm gonna be nice, and then I'm gonna rip you apart. So just. Give me...
I'm fucking ready.
Okay.
Do it.
Hey, I want to tell you something that I haven't even told Laz yet. I've had a crush on you since the first day we came to Paradise. But now, I'm pretty sure that I was completely wrong about that. Like, I have been around universes. I've been around places and seen things, and I understand now why you and Laz are perfect for each other. Because you're both losers. You're both lost souls who can't find anybody else, so you might as well attach to each other. And in every single universe that I've been in, you both find each other. There's a reason for that. There's got to be, right? Maybe you should think on that.
Damn, son.
And I think, yeah, at this point, like Rosie, like we're in a hallway. Again, like Rosie almost feels like she can't breathe. Like this is just an onslaught. And she like kind of like puts her hand on the wall and is like using it to like support her weight. This is awful. This is awful.
I feel bad for making him go twice because I just realized my numbering was off and it shouldn't
Chad,
have been you.
again.
But no. Billy.
Yes.
I need you to psychologically or physically torture TJ. Goop, if you really want in on this, Tamiko, you can also have a hand at take a stab at Rosie.
Yeah.
After this. I don't want you to feel left out.
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, I'd like one. Yeah, go ahead.
How quick to
Get out of the way, I'll take a shot.
Yes, please.
I
Yes, please. Let me
waiting
sign
for
that
this.
check.
I think Billy ripping into TJ seems very appropriate.
Yes. Figuratively, I hope.
So is it Billy actually delivering the message, but it's not actually Billy talking?
You're not there. You don't know what's happening. It's Ndawa Aki, but suffice it to say, Ndawa Aki, through means that you don't fully understand, has the knowledge of what's been happening with you guys.
I'm trying not to just reiterate the impactful message that Chad did, because I mean that's, you know,
I was say you could tell him what you did to his dad, but that probably doesn't count.
Ooh,
as
tell him
No,
all
that
about
doesn't
it.
count as bad for him. He's probably be
yeah. I
happy
don't
about
think that would go as well.
Like, really? Wow.
Thanks.
I found your dad. He's waiting
So-
for you.
So I'll touch on the dad angle of things. You know there's a reason why your dad treated you the way he did. He doesn't think you're gonna amount to anything. And it pisses him off. Look at all he's accomplished. And then he sees you. What should be a shining achievement is a lifetime full of disappointment. You think that greatness is ahead of you, but he knows better. You'll never amount to anything but a disappointment in his eyes.
Going back to Rosie, once again, the form morphs finally into that of Coop.
I think as soon as Rosie sees Coop's face, she kind of like slumps down this wall, and it's just like, not you two.
Oh, hey, Rosie. You know, you remember all of those times you like didn't make us, but kind of made us go to your games to like cheer you on? I really hated that. Your sports are so lame. It's torture just sitting through any of that. Ugh. And I don't know that much about sports, but it doesn't seem to me that you play very well either. And that's really disappointing to me, because if Persephone is your mom, that kind of like makes you my niece, and I don't want to be related to you.
God. Oh. Yeah, this is awful.
Popcorn.
Rosie is like trying her best not to cry right now, but like TJ, if you look over, if you see her,
Tamiko
like,
loves you though, Carrie.
I know, back at you, buddy. Rosie's shoulders are shaking. She's really trying not to cry.
Well, the good news is Laz isn't here.
Yeah. Oh my
You're
god!
oh my
yeah,
gosh.
No, it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
That has to happen now.
Well, yeah.
The final transformation of the form of Iker in front of you, DJ, is it morphs from Billy into an image of yourself.
Ooh.
And it gets as close as it can to you and says, I hate you. You are everything that is wrong with us. With me, I'm what could have been. You're what should never have been. And it turns and starts to walk away. And so does the form of Coop. And these two ink forms start to meld together. And all of the strands of Iker that were holding you, they start to release the two of you, and they drop to the floor, and they slide into this form that turns into one singular form. And as it's walking away from you, it sort of morphs into, so that it's like it's walking away, but then it looks like it's just suddenly shifted and it's facing you and walking backwards. And it's,
Ew, I hate that.
It's TJ's face, but you see coming out of the chest Oak and Billy and Jessica, all these faces like they're stretching to get out.
Ugh.
And in a mockery of TJ, the figure sort of takes a half step skip backwards and goes, thanks. Now I know where she is. And turns into Indawa Aki and takes off in the direction you've been heading ahead of you.
Oh shit!
You failed.
Oh shit!
You failed. Both of you failed that challenge, and your your final DC has gone up. Meanwhile, back with everybody else. You're all in the gym. Oak, you weren't here for the big realization that you and Billy and Jessica figured out that everything that's happened to you has been perception altered by Persephone, and you're not entirely sure how much of the last half hour actually happens. Somehow, Persephone is effing with your head, is making you see things differently than they are. You never went into an elevator.
But from my recollection, Coop and I watched Laz implode Persephone in the hallway.
You sure did. You want to think on that a minute and
I'm
give me a
little
brains
confused
check?
about that as well.
You want to think on that and give me a brains check?
Absolutely, I'll give you a brains check. That's some.
Coop's hamster is dancing, but he's not going to figure anything out.
I will allow, as you guys are talking this out, if you want to think on that, go ahead and make another brains check. Anybody that's dwelling on this.
Okay.
I'll roll for funsies.
I can't tell if Baron's really effed up by this challenge or if he's really inspired as a GM, or both.
Both. Probably a little both. Yeah.
Okay. Can I? Because I don't know. No, because I can just do it flat. I don't need to add anything because I don't think I'm trying to beat a DC to do anything. But
you do have
I
to
got
beat
14.
a DC.
I have a DC I got to beat.
Anytime you're rolling dice, unless it's a D100, you're trying to beat a DC.
Well, I got a 14 on the die.
Just pop. Make it 15.
Yeah, let's just bump it by one pop. Let's do 15.
Boy.
Lower that pool for when Carrie has to do her.
Why are you working against me?
I don't use them. Like I don't. So it's like it's hard.
I'm
for
not.
Me to be,
You
like,
know, I'll fill that kitty up later.
I know.
Got you.
I don't use them for emergency resources.
Do it. You need to. Yes. This is a good time.
We need answers. Damn it.
We do.
What did you get on yours?
2. Hamster.
Okay. And you bumped yours up to make it a 15. Right, Oak?
I did, yes. I bumped mine up by 1 to get a 15.
So you start thinking about big brain, how you figured this out, that Persephone's been messing with you, and then you're like, wait a minute. We saw Laz disintegrate her. He used all of that stored energy that he had from the crystal cave. What if it wasn't actually Persephone? What if it was like an astral projection of Persephone? But you know, this is why it's a good thing you spent that extra pop. You know that with the amount of energy that was unleashed by Laz, that disintegrated whatever form this may have been, you are 100% certain that wherever she is, actual Persephone is hurting.
Good.
But she's somehow able to have enough of power and ability mentally to mess with all of your heads simultaneously.
Okay. Coop?
Yeah?
Alrighty. Little unnerving. Actually,
What?
a lot
What's up?
unnerving.
Did you figure something out?
Yeah. So, remember how we were in the hallway with Laz? Laz went all wicked witchy.
He went. Did Chernobyl happen yet? He went all Chernobyl and blasted Persephone.
And blasted Persephone in the face. So that happened, and then I'm pretty sure that wasn't her physically.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so that's what. But she's hurt, I can tell. So it's like her energy's been sapped a bit, but maybe, I mean, you're the one that would be closest to her, you know?
What I'm hearing
Uh-huh.
is I should try to find her with my brainwaves and crush her.
If you want to do, yeah. Right now she's pretty weak. I would assume. So this would be a great time if you want to try and, like, you know, WWF kind of wrestling stuff. Like, yeah, dude, like mind wrestler and slam her to the ground. Like, do it.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
And Jacob, Coop is going to use his powers to to try to, if not crush Persephone, crush this facade that she's thrown up all around us. Push her the fuck out of everybody's heads.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
This is going to be a higher DC. This is going to be using the power token. This is going to be a if only they made some kind of marks that you could put in books. Something loose, like roughly 4 or 5 inches long, that could stick out the top of the pages and mark where you were in a book.
Yeah.
Or some kind of notes that if you had an idea of where you wanted to remember to be, you could just post it with this note.
You could, yeah.
You should invent
Make it
something.
sticky.
That sounds really useful.
Yeah.
What Coop's envisioning is he's envisioning trying to put up literal slabs of lead wall between his friends' minds and wherever the fuck Persephone is.
Okay. That is going to be a...
Start rolling.
Hold on. That's going to be... DC of 18 that you were trying to beat.
Sweet Jesus. All right. Freebie is 3.
3 on 0. I mean,
5.
5 on 1.
8.
8 on 2.
No.
8 on 1.
8 on 1. It's 3 plus 5.
That's 8. On 8 on 1. I'm with you. Here we go.
Yes, I got you.
Thank you. 4.
12 on 2.
6. Oh,
18 on 3.
And that explodes.
that explodes then. 5.
23 on 3.
That beats the DC.
Let's go.
Coop.
As you are starting to concentrate, all of you hear, man, I wish I had better musical ability. You hear an organ start playing very loudly, and you hear the telltale the Phantom of the Opera.
Bum, 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 bum.
And up in the rafters, which we have established there is a catwalk up above, you see a flash of white, and Jessica and Billy and Oak, you notice movement up there, and you see a cloaked figure wearing a Phantom of the Opera mask, and you see it dramatically reaching forward, and the hood falls away, and you see half of Persephone's face. And then you hear that organ music play again, play those same notes, and she's hurtled backwards as mentally you place these lead walls. You envision Superman not being able to see through lead, so it must work on Persephone.
Oak taught me that.
And just it's like various depictions we've seen. For some reason, I'm thinking of Sesame Street or other cartoons that have done this, where it's like all these different doors that are closing. And the last lead door to fall into place is a lead green door with a brass handle. And as you see that door fall into place and latch, all around you, the facade that is the Paradise Academy auditorium fades away.
Oh, wow.
And you are all standing just inside a empty 20-foot by 20-foot room, and you see a green door with a brass handle open out into the hallway.
Did I do it?
Oak just immediately, like, there's a cheer. That was the most comic book shit that he's ever seen, like, from another friend of his. Like, he's just like, yes, it worked. And he just gives you the biggest hug. He's like, I am so proud of you right now. I
did it. We did it. Is Billy still bloody? Tamika wants to know.
Probably,
No,
probably 100%. Oh, he's in the shower.
No.
Oh, he wasn't bloody because he cleaned up. Never mind.
No. Billy is still wearing... Billy still looks like John Travolta.
Yes.
So some things did persist. You're all wearing the clothes you were wearing. Do you guys leave the room and head out into the hallway in search of Rosie?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Unless this is the room we're supposed to be in. Yeah, absolutely.
No, as you walk away, you walk out into the hallway, and you immediately, Oak, know where you are. You're actually only a few hallway turns away from the medical wing.
Then
As you all walk away, the camera, or run away, whatever it may be, the camera stays here, focused on this open doorway, and we see the Paradise or the Nexus Labs logo with the cherries and the barcode, and the alphanumeric code that is H0L0D3CK.
Because Jake's been watching Star Trek.
Even if I hadn't been watching Star Trek, it still would have been. They haven't, in the ones I've been watching, they haven't introduced the holodeck yet. But the camera moves into this darkened room that you all just came out of, and keeps moving until all we see is darkness. Then we hear that dun, 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 dun. But this time it's being quietly hummed by a woman. As at the edge of the frame we see a faint blue glowing light. The camera pans over and we see Persephone, as we have not seen her since Rosie was captured by the Nexus Project and Ashley Raven, when she was in the containment chamber. She was in some type of a room where she was being held behind a containment field. She is down on the floor with her head sort of turned and leaning against part of this containment field. And she's sitting there, and we just see, as the camera moves closer and closer, as she just keeps going, dun, 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 dun. And the camera moves closer and pans around. She looks right into the camera as she leans away from the wall. And the entire side of her face is translucent, spectral. Half of her is physical and half of her is spectral. She looks right into the camera.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. And that's where we're going to end tonight's
I
session.
hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate breaking the fourth wall in that way. Oh my god. Fuck. 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 Fuck.
It was a nice
11 already. Holy
It was a
moly.
nice bookend because we started right in the early scenes with, well, I guess it wasn't right at the beginning, but with Billy looking right into the camera in his feral
That
state.
was. Oh, look at you.
So,
God damn it.
there will be at least one more session with the possibility of 2.
How many more challenges?
And by what I mean by there'll be definitely more than 2 sessions, but I mean of this arc. I should clarify that as we move closer. Of the 3 primary challenges, TJ and Rosie have failed the first challenge, and I did
Starting
put in
on our back foot, bud.
I did put in our side chat. TJ only missed it by 1, the DC.
For the record, I am making a note of what it had to be for a victory, and that number is in my head now. I know
Good.
your fucking game.
You think you know my game. We'll see what happens next Monday.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Baron says in the chat, gosh, I just want to go back to Maniac's Pizza.
I know, man, with Luigi and I know.
Baron, you and Billy and Oak and Coop and Rosie and Laz and TJ and Jessica and even Ann want to go back to Maniac's Pizza.
God damn it.
Those were the simpler times
Yes.
where you could get free refills all day and Luigi would continually pipe out pizzas.
Well,
Mhm.
I want to say a huge thank you, as always. Shout out to Chad, who resubscribed for 20 months, coming up on that 2-year mark, and Carrie dropping 500 bits to pay for one of those domain pops.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, Carrie's banked a lot of these domain pops.
Yeah. I don't feel too bad about it.
Yeah, I just want to say, Jake, nice. That was devious. Nice touch.
Yeah, that was something else.
I'm just getting started. I do apologize. I really wish I had given you guys a heads up that I was going to make you mess with your friends.
Awesome.
But you guys are usually pretty good about, and Em, I shouldn't have made you go twice, but thank you. And that's when I realized I can't make him go again. That's not fair.
Keep going.
It's
Again.
Carrie that's supposed to be psychologically
Join the dark
damaged,
side.
not you.
Yes, move.
Yeah, that was.
But I mean, how
yeah,
often
right?
do you get told in character, I want you to completely destroy somebody you care?
Go ahead. Do it.
Yeah.
This isn't even the most devious one that I've come up with. I'll just say that.
Oh, nice, though. That was good.
Oh,
See,
no.
see what it's like, Craig, when you have no idea what's coming?
I know. I'm like, hey. Yeah, you stopped me earlier. I was like, you mother.
Well, listen. You don't get to just
No,
do
it's good.
things. You got to roll dice, and you gotta.
I
There's consequences for your actions. So anyway, thank you to everybody hanging out in the chat, who was also along for this this trauma ride. We're all trauma bonding together.
Love it. Love it. Mm-hmm.
And of course, the biggest thanks goes to all of these amazing players who are here for this type of gaming and wanting to see where it goes and picking it up when I do this stuff. I wanted to point out how on board everybody is even when Billy was. Ted, it was like you didn't want to commit to the kiss, and I'm like, oh, Anne would absolutely be kissing you.
Do
I
it.
looked over, and Em was going, yeah.
Yeah.
Kiss.
And was
Now
like, yeah, of
kiss.
course she would.
Well, it's not that Ted or Billy would be against it. Like just I don't think that would have been Billy's primary thought. It's more about the actual emotional connection than the physical that was there.
I mean,
And
have you
He's
watched
an
any of these
enlightened
movies?
teenager.
Have you watched 80s movies and Trauma Bond?
He's an enlightened teenage boy.
So anyway,
he just saw that she was dead.
yeah.
That's where my brain went.
She just saw that you're here in the flesh, and she hasn't seen you in a long time. So
Yep.
At any rate, thank you all, as always, for the full investment you have. Never knowing if I'm going to let you carry through a scene or if I'm going to pull the rug out from under your feet. Keep checking, because there's a lot of loose rugs in the story to come ahead. So,
God damn.
thank you so much, Chad, Tamiko, Carrie, Ted, Craig, and M. And though he was not with us tonight, and boy, I think things would have been very different if he was, he was definitely with us in spirit. Jeremy, without whom this would just be me traumatizing myself for a couple hours. With that, we're going to go ahead and end this stream the same way we end every stream, and you can say it with me if you want.
Yes, me right here on the blood.